Hello and welcome back! Anyways, we teleported over by Black Thorn.
First August, and now you. What are you pair up to? What's it got to do with me?
August was worried that something had been weighing on your mind. I thought you might want to talk about it.
Did you now? I told you not to stick your nose in my business. What'd you go and do?
Clive just wants to help, innit? What's so bad about that? Talk to him. You never know, you might feel better for getting it all out in the open. Please, mate. I'm worried about you.
Phil shut you up. It's nothing really. Stupid. Not the sort of thing you bother people about.
Why don't you tell us all the same?
Karen and I have an arrangement. I keep an eye on Goots, and she shows me what the competition's up to. Interesting arms and armor, things like that. Anyway, the other day, she shows me a cuirass she's come by. Masterpiece of level work. Light, supple, and tougher than it had any right to be. Made my stuff look like every clumsy shit. I should have brought the bastard thing there and then just to study it, but I was too proud. And now every time I reach for my hammer, I'm reminded that I'm not the craftsman I thought I was. There. You happy? You got what you came for. Now piss off.
All right, we're going. I always thought of old Black Thorn as a bit of a force of nature. Like a storm cloud full of ale. Didn't think anything could rattle him. Least of all a stupid piece of leather.
Blackthorn's always taken pride in his craft. Questioning it means questioning himself. Something tells me this is only going to get worse. If he has doubts, it will affect his work, which will only add to his problems. We need to nip this in the bud.
I couldn't agree more.
He said he should have bought that cuirass. Perhaps we should track it down for him. Assuming you're happy to help, that is.
Too bloody right I am.
Glad to hear it. First things first, then. We need to speak to Karen.
Alrighty. Did I make a joke of like, what if I'm gonna immediately have to talk with Karen? Yeah, well, there we go.
Do you have a moment? Blackthorn mentioned that you'd recently come by a leather cuirass. An exquisite example of the craft, from what he told us.
And he ain't been himself since he saw it. So we thought we'd buy it for him.
Sorry, sold it already. Didn't think Blackthorn cared for it the way he turned his nose up. But it was nicely put together, that's for certain. Even if the bloke who made it is a bit of an odd one. Happened across him on my travels. Makes all his stuff to order, but the fella who commissioned it refused to pay. He didn't like the colour of summit. So I took it off his hands for a fair price.
You don't know where we might find him, do you?
Like I said, he's a bit of an odd one. Doesn't even have a workshop. He don't trust hunters neither, which means he spends as much time out tracking beasties as he does working their hides.
I see.
This quest. Okay, I know what this is.
He did tell me something, though. Apparently, his next commission's for a set of griffin hide greaves.
Here, there's a griffin on the hunt board. The curse breakers were placing bets on who'd bag it. Now, where the bleeding hell was excited? Somewhere in Sambrec, maybe? Care Northern, that was it.
Thank you, Karen. We'd be lost without you.
At least you admit it.
So, it sounds like going after that griffin might be the best chance we have of finding our roaming leatherworker.
I'll leave the hunting to you if you don't mind. While you get on with that, I'll ask around the markets. See if I can't sniff out who he is and where he's hiding.
Good idea. Hopefully one of us will be able to track him down.
That's pretty ironic, because I think I remember talking about this fight before. I think the Griffin will be there before. I really hope it is. I hope I don't have to, like, return just to, like... It's one of those two. I don't remember what the areas look like from here. I remember what it looks like from there.
Griffins don't exactly make for easy
Here.
prey. Let's hope our craftsman hasn't bitten off more than he can chew.
You can tell that this is the right place because of the dialogue. I can't remember. I didn't change my setup, did I? My icon setup. Let's be a little funky wonk. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And I wanted to be a little quirky. What can I say? You may be like, ugh, I always do that. You may be like, what in the banana pants are you doing? What I should have done long ago. When something's mastered, you can put it anywhere. I think that's the only difference that mastering does. I think upgrading does more damage. The mastering lets you put it anywhere. So if you really wanted, like what? There's 6 fire abilities. There's those 2. Then there's those. You can literally have a setup of just all 6 Phoenix and Efreet things. Now, I'm not doing that, but you can. And that's sometimes what matters. Sometimes just be able to do something is what matters. Anyways, I mentioned this Griffin fight earlier. You can literally see the Griffin. I'm being mauled by a Golden Retriever. I'm actually not being mauled. While this is happening, I'm gonna move my mic and collar. Maple! 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 Yeah. Oh, yeah! Come on, Golden Retriever Maple. Maple, get up. Okay, sorry, Maple. You don't matter right now. And Flames of Rebirth. One of my favorite skills in the game because it's very powerful. This thing just goes through low-level enemies like eating cereal. Yeah, I do think that is an appropriate... Ow, fudge ass pants. I think that's an appropriate, not metaphor. I forgot the right word that I want to use. Comparison. Simile, I guess, is what I was doing. Because I said like a cereal, similes are like her ass. I used to know my literary techniques so much more than I do now. I kind of feel stupid with how I don't know them like I used to. As someone who wants to, like, you know, write. I'm kind of getting my ass handed to me, I think. Yeah, this isn't going good for me. This really isn't. Actually, yeah. Maybe the stagger will be the difference I've been looking for. Because this is actually. Let's actually use the Stone Skin Tonic. I meant to do that as soon as I got into a fight, but I forgot. Oh, you know what I should do? I should probably change my Thunder to not be an AoE. Maybe, I don't know. Flames of Rebirth will restock soon. Sorry, I'm trying to actually concentrate on the fight for once. Because I remember last video I said that this is the session. These are the set of videos where I start being a cocky asshole again. But it's hard to be a cocky asshole when my ass is getting handed. Oh my goodness. Boom. Yeah, and story focus, I'd be able to break up such a high precision dodge streak. There. And that's what. Yeah, that's nice. And see, it does a little bit of healing, which is nice too. Yeah, the first time I ever used like one of the accessories to like amplify recharge was with that skill, obviously. Yeah, I needed the high potion there. I was just down a lot. Yeah, this is a boss enemy, so, and it's higher level than me, so it's not like I'm a complete, utter failure. I actually, to bring back my cockiness, all things considered, I actually think I'm kind of doing an amazing job right now. Because I have over half of my potions still, and this guy's getting close to death. So I actually just think I'm a gamer. I'm a gamer. Yeah, I actually kind of like Blind Justice, I'm gonna be honest. I don't fully know how to use it myself, but the game does. And the game, I think, does a really good job of using it to my benefit. That was me just being stupid. I could have dodged that. I was being too cocky. I was being too much of a cock. Yeah, I could have dodged that, but I was being too stubborn wanting to attack, so I didn't. Alrighty. I get how it is, you little fligamort, but I think if I play this right, this is where it'll hopefully end. Come on, die, die! It's gonna die, 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 it's gonna die! Aww. It is right about to die. It is literally right about to die. That may be it. It has more than... Okay, there we go. Copper! Only 55 AP? Seriously? That's so lame. But at least I get a level up. Easy, easy dubs. I only use the majority of my potions.
There's something there, boy.
Copper. Copper.
Could that be our man?
Sorry, lots of dog confusions happening right now.
Are you all right?
Copper.
Dare say I'll survive.
Copper.
That griffin caught me before I could get an arrow off. Must have lost sight of me in the grass, though. I'd be dead if it hadn't.
More likely than not.
The name's Camille. I'm a lowly leather worker, if you couldn't tell by the smell of me.
Not so lowly from what I hear. Do you remember selling to a merchant by the name of Karen?
She's not an easy woman to forget. Bought a cuirass from me after I lost my buyer. Quite taken with my work, as far as I recall. Didn't stop her bartering me down to a pittance, though. She sent you for a refund?
It's not her who sent me.
Well, consider me flattered.
You should be. He's a master of his art, and not an easy man to impress.
Blacksmiths are proud folk. It's a rare thing indeed for one to praise a glorified tanner. And I don't imagine an impressive swordsman like yourself would be getting your steel from any but the best. I'd dearly love to help a fellow craftsman, but... Well, actually, I suppose you could give him this.
What is it?
Treated leather. Same stuff I used to make that cuirass. If your man's as skilled as he sounds, he'll know what he's looking at.
You sure?
Well, You did save my life. And thanks to you, I'll be going home with all the griffin hide I can carry. I'd say it's the least I can do. Short of showing him how to make the thing myself, that is. But there are rules against it. Secrets of the trade and whatnot.
In that case, I'll see that he gets it.
I'd be much obliged if you would. Right. I've got some greaves to make. You send your blacksmith my regards.
Will do. And thank you. Hopefully this will sweeten Blackthorn's mood.
Oh, by the way, that counts as the hunt for this set of side quests, because I think... Although, even then, I think I'm only going to do a hunts video when I have, like, 2 videos of side quests that need to be done. So, I don't know. We'll find out the right balance
How'd it
later.
go, Clive? Did you find him, or does the hunt continue?
I found him. And he asked me to give you this, along with his regards.
Oh, I need to hand it over. Whoopsie.
You're joking.
He said he wouldn't teach you how to work it, but that if you were as skilled as you sounded, you'd have no trouble understanding how it was done.
So that's his secret. Crafty bastard. He's layered and cross-grained it. Good few times, too. No wonder it's tough. And that's no ordinary oil he's used to get that finish. Oh, this is fine work. Even finer than I thought.
Yeah? I'll take your word for it. Just looks like leather to me. Still, I'm glad you're happy. Here, Clive. You didn't happen to catch the fella's name, did you?
Camille, I believe.
I thought as much. There ain't many leather workers in the realm daft enough to do their own hunting, see? And his name kept cropping up when I was asking around. Turns out he's from Tabor. And again, most leather workers are. But our friend Camille guards a long-held family secret, the details of which are the subject of some debate in the leather-working community.
Then we better keep this close to our chests.
Listen, sorry for putting the both of you to all that trouble. Should have kept my moaning to myself. Still, I'm glad you found him. This has cheered me right up.
That was the idea. Clive's idea, anyway. He did most of the work.
It's good to have you back, Blackthorn.
Just don't expect me to go turning out work like this. There's a reason he does his own hunting. He knows exactly what hides to look for. And that's how he gets them to layer up so nicely. And don't get me started on how much oiling this leather would need. But I reckon I can make something about as good. Something a Cursebreaker will have no trouble caring for. Anyway, enough narrowing. I've got work to be getting on with.
Looks like we won't be needing a new blacksmith.
As if there was a better one out there. Nah, it wouldn't have been the same anyway. No one spins a yarn like old Black Thorn in his cups. Right, now that's sorted, I've got duties to attend to. Thanks, Clive. You've given me my mate back.
Woot woot! Do I get any major reward for this one? I don't think we... Oh, yeah, there was a... Yep, that. Let's take a look at Rune now. And then the goal is to do the other side quests this video, then hear a little bit more of the main story. Yeah, I definitely don't think we have the stuff to craft it, and we'll eventually get better stuff anyways, especially on the sword end. Actually, I don't think there is a sword. No, there isn't. Yeah, that means there's hunt stuff required.
Anything else?
While we actually turn in that other quest, we'll look at the hunts board, and maybe if there's time this video, I'll do another hunt. We're here. We're literally right here.
Monster's taken quite a liking to Lady
Yeah,
Helen.
I'm buying a lot more of these than I have in the past. I'll tell you that much. I am going through potions more in Action Focus. It's like, damn, I actually go through potions now. It's actually insane.
It'd better all be here.
But
You're rubbing me blind, you know.
I mean, it means the combat's more involved. And I like being involved, if you know what I mean. And if you don't know what I mean, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. You just don't think you do. But you know what I mean. Alrighty, I don't remember what this side... I literally do not know what... Oh, that's right! The rare dish! I do remember!
With us.
This quest actually turned in is actually right next to Karen, of course.
Ah, welcome. Times may be hard, but if you got the gill, I got the goods. What can I do you for?
Unwanted violets, if you have them. Though I'd gladly settle for learning what they are if you don't.
Why, I haven't heard folk call them that since I was a lad. You're looking for scorpion tails. Unwanted violets is what folk used to call them back in the day. They turn a wicked purple when you boil them up, hence the name. Used to chuck them in the pot when there weren't nothing else on offer, and there was a war on, that sort of thing. Thankfully, times aren't yet as hard as that, and even if they were, you wouldn't find anyone selling them these days.
Do the scorpions still live nearby?
I dare say they do. 3 reeds would be your best bet, if memory serves.
Thank you. You've been most helpful.
Alrighty. We're about as close to the waypoint as we're gonna get. Oh well. Yeah, so maybe we'll end this video off with just one hunt. And then we'll worry about the main story next time.
Stay sharp.
Yeah, I hate the swamp. Looks so
Don't you go
dreadful.
causing any trouble now.
But, how bad could these scorpions be? How much... Sorry, I'm confused. Okay, I can't get that back. I'm just saying this because I don't know. This is a very temporary set. I kind of just wanted to show what all of those looked like. My next goal is going to be to save up AP for Aerial Blast back. Yeah. So we're kind of getting to the point where I'm probably almost a lot of the times going to have one of these bad boys because they're just so much better than everything else. I want to experiment, but it's hard to like
Ready, go?
experiment when I know like the combats are harder than I'm used to. And we do have another icon coming up. Not soon, but soon. Well, not soon, but soon. That's what I meant to say. In the next couple of weeks or so, upload-wise, I'll have another icon. So it's like, I want to get the most out of these ones before I drop them. I'm almost for sure dropping Ramu. And because of that, let's actually use the Ramu stuff since I'm probably not dropping them anytime soon.
Scorpions.
Anyways,
At least I know what I'm up against.
we'll see how good it is on this. It's not as OP. I didn't expect it to be as OP, but I was hoping it'd be a little bit closer to what it's like. It's story focused. It is so amazingly good. It's crazy. But even then, boom. Yeah. Oh my goodness. That's crazy. That's fast. That's crazy. That's crazy. Damn!
Better get this back to Yvonne before it goes bad. Or any worse, at least.
That was insane. Okay, so Flames of Rebirth's not as overpowered, but it's still very powerful.
Did you find our mystery ingredient?
Boom, boom.
I did indeed.
Marvellous. Let's see. What am I supposed to do with this? It's poisonous, surely.
You're the one with the
You wouldn't
recipe.
be wrong. But that's your unwanted violet.
Into the pot it goes, I suppose. Wait here. I won't be long. I present
The glug
Chance's
noise.
stew, risen once again from the ashes of obscurity. Grab a spoon, Sid. Let's eat while it's hot.
That glug. Oh, they're still
Not hungry.
talking.
Well, it'll be too late once I've licked the bowl clean. Your loss.
The glug noise made me think of Chug, and when I thought of Chug, my poor degenerated brain thought of Chug Chug, like Fortnite Chug Chug.
Odin's teeth. What an assault on the senses. It's like choking on swamp water. And yet, up through the pungency, there rise complex, meaty notes. It takes a moment to recover from such an onslaught of flavours, but never have I tasted anything so fine. Thank you, Sid. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I must share this gift. I won't rest until a steaming bowl of Chance's stew sits before everyone in the hideaway. A single mouthful, and Molly will be breeding scorpions of her own.
I'm sure she will.
Yeah, sorry for bringing up Fortnite, but I don't know. It came to my mind, and when things come to my mind, I need to speak my mind. My mind is a crazy, disturbed, horrific place where monstrosities dwell, and society weeps in pain and of woes, and Fortnite chug with you. That's funny. This is yet another video where I don't talk about Final Fantasy XI, despite the fact that I've now wanted to talk about it for 6 videos. But I just never make time for it. I'm always saying some other cringe. Cringe, I tell you. I'm always spouting
Is everything
cringe.
we've received and everything promised?
Fortnite gamer, Fortnite
Best
gamer.
of luck out there, Sid.
Yeah, that's how cringe I am. Hi, Nectar. Oh. You. Angel of Death. Clairview. Oh, that's... If I remember correctly, it's right past Northreach. See, typically when I actually do hunts videos, I'm going to actually look up to see where they are so I don't, like, waste time looking.
Don't even bother with Northreach now they're all the hype.
But is it that? No, it isn't. No. 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 Okay, so it's actually a little bit more further to the south. That'll give it to me. In theory, that'll give it to me. And this is a sea level. It should be easier than the one we literally just did. Should be, in theory. Fight this beastie. And then I guess end the video, and then we do some fun stuff next time. I got 4 AP for literally just running. Okay, so this is Clairview. I think it might be that. Because that looks unique. Yep. Oh yeah. Oh boy, that music always gets me so fudging hyped. Sorry, I'm just hitting buttons in my Doctor Who crappy mobile game.
This isn't gonna be easy.
It's gonna be easier than the previous one in theory. So how bad can it possibly be? Yeah, it's actually the same level as me too, which helps. The other one was actually a higher level than me. Yeah, I don't know the dodge when I have ignition on. That's one of my problems. Yeah, quite the way to start the fight. Just go through all of my good stuff right away. That's how long the fights will go, and then it's kind of just wait for them to recharge, and then keep the molly-whopping and going. And yeah, see? And by the time I go through everything once or twice, I'll be able to have my Flames of Rebirth back, so it's like, oh, magnificent. And keep getting my precision dodges up, because that'll make me do more damage, which is awesome. I like doing more damage. Oh yeah. See, this is the kind of fights that are gonna make me become a cocky little bastard. And then I get hit. Okay. I get hit again! Because I'm a little stinky boy! But yeah, this guy's already, yeah, like look at it. Look at this thing. This thing is getting beaten down. I want to kill it. My goal is to try and get it killed. Maybe not this stagger, but right after the stagger. I should be able to get it killed. Yeah. Okay, a little bit longer than I thought. My goal is to kill it without having to use a single potion. That's my goal. Because then I'll actually feel like I can be a cocky asshole. And I love being a cocky asshole. I love being a cock. Well, then you can say like, oh, you love being a chicken, but chickens are cowards, and so like English language. I killed it without using a single potion. I'm a god. I'm a god. I'm the Final Fantasy XVI god. Yeah.
Rest well. I know I will.
And that is all the hunts. That is all the hunts that we have access to right now. So next video, we'll start our... Whoa, was that a lag spike? That's insane. We'll start our journey out to Drake's Head. Well, I think it's Drake's Head. Whatever head it is. Whatever head we're going to, or whatever Drake we're going to. There's only one head to go to. Yeah, video's over before I become more cringe.